Scorpio gang? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. That's me. My name's Annie. I hope this video finds you well. I just started to do Libra and the messages weren't coming, and I'm like, I think I'm supposed to do Scorpio. So maybe some of you are cuspy. Maybe some of you are Libra Scorp cuspers. In any case, welcome to your October monthly tarot reading, guys. Happy to have you here. As always, here on YouTube, because these are general messages, I ask that you do come into these readings with an open heart and an open mind. Ultimately, I only want you to take away messages or take action on things that resonate with you, that motivate you, inspire you, confirm something you're thinking, you're feeling. Or the opposite, illuminate you to something new where you're like, oh my gosh, light bulb moment, right? That's what I hope happens here today. If it's not your message, it's not a personal attack against you, Scorpio. Put that scorpion tail away, right? If it's not your message, just don't take action on it, right? It won't be every time because these are general messages going out to thousands of people, okay? That being said, I come at this with love and positivity. I hope these messages help you out, so please only take that away, love and positivity, okay? Everything else about this reading video, down in the description box below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook, Instagram.com. Check all that out. If you want to book a personal, just shoot me an email. It's real informal, okay? We're going to hop in. I think I touched upon everything, but if not, check out that box below, okay? So, love and relationship will be the first half of these monthly messages. The second half, career and finances. There will be a timestamp below if you want to hop right to career and finances, okay? Starting off with love. All right, so we got something new, a little bit of passion, possibly with a fire sign. It's energized, it's invigorated, it feels very powerful. I heard thrust. So that sounds very sexual, which not surprisingly is the Ace of Wands, right? That tends to involve sexuality, right? So then you also have the Nine of Wands. So there's a breakthrough. If somebody had put their wall up, here's the thing though, Scorpio, I think this is you and possibly a Leo. Fixed signs, right? Somebody, and I'm not exactly sure who's who, but I think it was you who you weren't giving this person a lot, or you were really taking your time to think on something. You didn't want to rush into a decision, and ain't no problem there, right? That's cool. I think you do reach a decision, and the decision you make results in positivity, in growth, and lightness, and joy, and happiness in your heart. For a lot of you, this has to, I was going to say, 3 cards indicating possibly a Leo. The Sun is the card of Leo. Nine of Wands is Sagittarius energy, and King of Wands to me is typically a Leo card, though it could be a male fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? But yeah, there's definitely some contemplation here, so maybe if you're waiting on a fire sign to decide, the thing is, the contemplation happens, like, this is the order it happens, and so if I'm, like, kind of reading the storyline here, someone has to deliberate with that Nine of Wands, right? Then a decision is reached, and it's like, almost like, I gave the same metaphor to, I think, Cancer. It's like the busting open of a piñata. There's that anticipation of, like, is it going to be this time? Is it going to be this time? You know, people whacking at it, right? Finally, it bursts open, but what bursts open, it's, like, beautiful. It's amazing. For some of you, that even sounds like an unusual kind of funny metaphor for like water breaking, like if anybody's pregnant, especially if you're not overdue. What is, you know what I'm trying to say, right? If you're anticipating that and it's waiting, it's like the baby's not ready to come out yet. Even this, look at that. It looks like almost like the umbilical cord. It's like, then you get your baby, like it's coming, but... So I don't know what timestamp this would be in. I mean, I guess I would say Libra season, right? This is a Libra card. So anyway, I know that's a random message for some of you who are like, I'm not pregnant. But anyway, if you are, you're going to have a little Libra baby. Yay! And for others of you, if it just involves someone who you've been at odds with, I'll say it this way, there's a breaking of the silence, and even if this Ace of Wands doesn't mean sexuality or passion, it can simply just mean communication. But even with that, it's warm communication. So if the result is this, I would say there would be positive end results, or something that ends or opens up finally to be in a very positive, warm light. Again, very strong fire energy here. I will say for a lot of you, it feels male, whether you're male or female, seeking whoever. It feels like there's at least one fire sign male in this reading, possibly a female Leo. Okay, so that's one random love message. I'm going to throw a few at you. I think I enjoy reading that way. You don't get kind of as much detail, but it's like the more details I give you, the more narrowly focused they are. So I'm trying to reach, obviously, a wider audience of Scorpios. Why am I detailing all of this to you? I don't know. Moving on. Should we switch decks? Let's switch decks. All right, Tarot de la Nuit. I can't think of a better deck for Scorpio. What's up, Scorpio? How you been? How you doing? All right, new messages for love. For love, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. I just heard, what if we're single? Okay, tell me about the single Scorpios. Four of Wands, soulmate energy, and judgment in reverse. There's already someone in your life, probably someone from your past, but you're looking elsewhere. That's why there's trouble there. Four of Wands is soulmate energy, but you're sitting at it, or you're refusing or denying this person, I think from your past. Okay, and I mean, I know this is confusing, but this is how tarot works. For some of you, it's the opposite problem. Four of Wands, you have a soulmate in your life, but you're so hung up on that person of the past that it's like clogging up the works here. Queen of Cups, so that could be you. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and Two of Cups. Tell me about this. Two cards of Cancer. The twin flame. Some of you are still waiting on a twin flame. So especially if this is same-sex partnership, there's good potential for a fire sign and a water sign, whether you're male, female, especially if it's a same-sex couple. And so, yeah, but there's two females though. So that leads me to believe that somewhere you are, especially with the Four of Wands, you may be waiting on someone who is already married, in which case you might be waiting for a while. Yeah, as this card comes out, literally, look at that. I mean, I don't mean to laugh at your situation. That's not my intent, but like the Four of Swords is not typically depicted as a woman staring at a clock. Here it is. So literally, as I said, you're going to be waiting a while. Yeah. I would put yourself out there. Plenty of fish in the sea, right? It doesn't mean that, something may come around in the future, but if you're waiting on someone who is married, as I said, you're going to be waiting a while. All right. So let's see. Tell me about this Libra, potential Libra, Queen of Swords energy. What's that all about? Male or female, doesn't matter. Tell me about the Libra. Emperor. It might be someone you work with, but there's secrets there. They're not communicating, or they've gone silent on you, or they're just not vocal. For a lot of you, it's because they're just really involved in their career right now, so they're not sure they have time to be dating. But there's this message of like when they get home at night, they are kind of lonely. They are kind of dreaming about partnership and romance and a couple. This might involve an Aries as well. If it does involve an Aries and a Libra, then there is a third party here. Tell me, so this may relate back to the message of waiting on one who's married. So tell me about the Libra and the Aries, which are kind of like opposite on the zodiac wheel, like divine pairing. So a lot of twin flame stuff with Aries and Libra. Tell me about that. What is for Scorpio? How does this involve Scorpio? Yeah, Three of Pentacles, third party, and then Five of Wands. Yeah, the person is conflicted. That's probably why they've gone cold on you or have stopped communication, because they're really not sure. So in which case, I actually think this Moon card represents you. The macabre, the dark, the gothic, the Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio, I'm getting a lot of messages where you're like waiting, but not happy about it, right? So what is the best advice or guidance for this Scorpio? Let it go, can't hold me back anymore. I'm here on the theme song from Frozen, literally let it go. Let it go, Scorpio. Stop it. Elsa, let it go. I'm not even going to finish that message. It's done. It's done. It's over. Let it go. Scorpio, that one stings a little bit, doesn't it? All right, let's get happy messages. I'm done with these. Give me some high-vibing messages for Scorpio. Let's get one or two more. King of Cups, and there's something with a Sagittarius trying to come in for a bunch of you. Sagittarius, who's a healer, someone who's maybe in the medical profession or the healing profession. Someone who's very peaceful, not your classic rambunctious Sagittarius. They're like a really chill, really cool Sagittarius. Ooh, Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio. Sagittarius. All right. All right. More love messages. Page of... Okay, there's new opportunities for dating. These are beautiful cards if you're just kind of getting back in the game or going on date 2 or date 3 with Page of Cups. It might not be brand spanking new, but it's innocent enough where it's still 2 of Cups. There's like a cozy little pairing there, potentially with another water sign. It doesn't have to be, especially a Pisces. That's cute. Tell me more about that. Yeah, especially same-sex partnership with a Pisces. You dream about this person. Okay, so for some of you, you dream about a new start with this person, and the reason being is because you sense intuitively, Scorpio, it's a very strong connection. There is strength in a new start with this page. So this doesn't feel like something that's littered with a lot of emotional, traumatic baggage of sorts. This is like, maybe you went out once and it was like a swing and a miss, or you didn't quite, like something about the connection broke off, but there's always been that, I wonder if. There was strength there. There was a strength in the connection. There's a reason why you met them, so you might just choose to pursue it again. And for those of my Scorpios who are currently like dating somebody, but it's still kind of casual, like there isn't really like a title attached to it, or not a title, but you guys aren't like going to be official yet. It's saying like you're you're going to seal the deal with them. Lots of like untamed sexual energy there. So possibly with a Leo or a Pisces. Maybe an Aquarius, but not so much. All right, I like that one. So far, I think that's my favorite message. Let's do Golden Girls Tarot. Why not? Let's mix it up. All right, let's get one more message for Scorpio in love, and then we will do career and finances. Scorpio for love, relationships, romance. Do keep in mind, guys, you can always view these messages through the lens of something not sexual, right? Like this could be talking about a difficult relationship with your best friend or your family member. Do you know what I mean? You got to play Sherlock Holmes a little bit and kind of uncover what it means to you in your life, if it at all resonates, okay? 3 of Cups, there's reason to celebrate. Some of you getting a promotion at work, or this may be at your birthday party, which I know we're a little bit a ways away from, but yeah, in fact, I think that's what it is. Tell me about the birthday party. I think it's yours, but it could be, someone who has an upcoming birthday. It's okay, so it's not Scorpio. Interesting. It's either not Scorpio or it's not. Whatever end you're anticipating, Scorpio, especially with the Cancer, it's not over yet. It's not done. Yeah. A lot of you are dealing with a Cancer, and it may be like on again, off again. Again, the cards are so positive. 3 of Cups. Like, this is probably my favorite card in Golden Girls Tarot. It's just the cutest. It's Betty White eating cheesecake, and it's the wish fulfillment card. Like, what can I tell you about this that isn't positive? It does involve you, Scorpio, but this came out like, no, it's not Scorpio's birthday, death in reverse. I like that you're here, it involves you, but it also says, in the upright death, it's like, the ending of a cycle, this, that, whatever. This is like, it ain't over yet. It's not over till the fat lady sings. Who's the fat lady singing at the birthday party? I'm just kidding. That was rude. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, it's not over, especially with the Cancer. In fact, you have all 3. You have Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So I'm going to say, to make it more general, it's not over with the water sign for a lot of you. So yeah, somebody said something that they didn't mean, and I have a feeling, Scorpio, it has to do with maybe we should take time off, or maybe we should take a break, or I just can't do this anymore. Okay, yeah. You still light their fire. You are still someone they're very passionate about. This may also have to do with a Leo or a Sagittarius, or this person. I don't necessarily want to make it a gender thing because that's not speaking to me so much, but if you, Scorpio, are the one who is a little bit more, I guess I want to say grounded, fixed energy, right? A little bit more stable, maybe a little bit more practical. Not to say your person isn't, but if your person is a little bit more dreamy, if your person is a little bit more Piscean, so to say, if you're the grounded one, they view you as the end-all be-all. They're just like, oh, Scorpio. So even though they may have said, that's it, I'm done, and I can't do this anymore, and blah, 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 they're like, but I love Scorpio. That's a cute message. All right, tell me one more thing about the birthday party. I just keep wanting to say that. What are we celebrating here? Okay, let's call it a celebration. It might not be a birthday, but for a lot of you, it kind of makes sense. A Libra, Scorpio birthday, maybe a Sag birthday. Tell me about that. The lovers reuniting. Yeah, there's been like a lover's quarrel. There's been a little bit of a tete-a-tete, for lack of a better term. It's like it's blessed to come together. Again, this card is hilarious. Look at her. She's like guiding them back together. Your angel gang is like, we ain't done with this, Scorpio, and you know that. All right, moving on. Let's do career and finances. Yeah, Scorp? Let's do it. Sorry, I'm not talking to that microphone super loud. As I shuffle, I'm going to talk about my life and vamp a little bit. So I have this kick-ass microphone. I absolutely love it. My audio is solid. I'm going to lift it so you can see. Look how cool and profesh that is. I love my microphone. I've had it for like a couple months now. hate the webcam that I bought. I can't show it to you because it's literally attached to my MacBook, but I'm just going to tell you right now, it's a cam pack. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. The camera on the built-in camera on my MacBook is 10 times better. Only every time I do videos over 10 minutes, it freezes. So I had to get another camera, and I absolutely hate it. So why am I telling you this? I don't know. Maybe it has to do with your job. Maybe you're gonna sell me a camera. Are you a photographer, Scorpio? Anyway, moving on. All right, tell me about Scorpio's career. Get a van, guys. Get a van. Cards are nice and shuffled. Tell me about Scorpio's career, finances, money, loans, payouts, anything that wants to come through regarding money or career for Scorpio, please. Those came right out. All right. Some of you are going to be spiritual leaders, or you're going to talk in front of a congregation. That doesn't have to be spiritual, but talking in front of a large group, a public speaker. Some of you may be going on the road to talk or sell something about selling a specific product, or really like life coach, like mentoring. It could even be like stand-up comedy. It's almost like Gary Vee. He's a Scorpio. I feel like I talk about him all the time. I just think he's so interesting. And he kind of looks like my brother, like just a little bit. Anyway, Gary Vee's a Scorpio, and he's like a life coach, but he's like a don't give me your bullshit. Like, show me the results. This is what you're doing wrong. A lot of you Scorpios would excel in that career, even if you're not doing it yet. Some of you are going to be selling phones or like, I'm going to say trendy digital products, whatever that is. Maybe that's why I was talking about my camera stuff. I don't know. So some of you work with your ex, and universe is saying, my goodness, that's unhealthy. Particularly if you work with a Gemini or a Sagittarius that you used to date, or more than likely, Scorpio, it's someone that you slept with as a casual thing, and this person fell in love with you, and now it's making your work life a living hell. Yeah, like universe is saying you gotta fix that, like button it up, whatever is going, and maybe that's a foretelling if you're thinking about flirting with someone at work. And here's the thing, I'm never saying don't, but ultimately the cards are saying you are setting yourself up for disaster. Some of you have already found yourself in that situation. If you have another job opportunity to leave that office or to leave that branch or to whatever it is, like move forward, young chariot, right? Like the universe is saying get the hell out of there. There's a victory in moving away from the uncomfortable ending with a lover or possibly a boss. I do have to say Sagittarius factors into this a lot too. Some of you may be, and this, I don't know why the love message is coming through, but it is with like Cupid's arrows. Some of you may be going from a Sag to a Cancer. Some of you are also going to be, again, on the road. I said that earlier about public speaking on the road. Also just going on road trips to sell your product, to sell your merchandise. If that's the case, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Johnny Depp, you're going to have a co-pilot. You're going to go on the road with someone else. Maybe it's your startup business. Maybe you guys are taking it to different cities or different whatever. I'm getting it's like a cozy twosome. So maybe that's where you get into trouble about like Cupid's love arrows flying. Like I would say just be really careful with that. So then we also have the Nine of Pentacles. So that's a good chunk of change, especially working with animals. Anybody who wants to work with animals or even children, something that you naturally want to give care for or give care to. Some of you dress your dog up, or this is so random. Like you make jewelry, or you make dog collars, or you accessorize I know this is so random, guys. I'm sorry. Specifically for animals, so like rhinestone dog collars. I don't know. Maybe you make like dog booties, or for children. But even if it's for children, it's very like posh. It's very ritzy, like. I'll be honest, Scorpio, it's like putting children in things where they kind of look ridiculous, like toddlers and tiara type stuff. But there's money to be made there, and certainly I'm never judging you, just I'm trying to wrap my head around the message. But anyway. And be careful about theft, especially if you're a small business owner, particularly like a small shop, not so much like an enterprise or a corporation. If you run a small shop or a small business, or specifically work at a location where you're not always on the premise with your, I'm sort of getting like kind of minimum wage, maybe like kids just at a high school, that type of like, yeah, sure, work at my little retail boutique, whatever. People might be stealing money from you. So, and I feel like I've given you that message before. Be really careful. It's not to call these people out, but especially a Libra. There's a Libra that's not trustworthy. They're It's like they're dipping their hand into the candy jar and running. So yeah, just especially with charity donations. Does that make sense, Scorpio? Gosh, that's kind of a dark message. But if that's you, Scorpio, that's a sign from the universe like, no. Like, we know what you're doing, so stop. Cease and desist. Some of you work for, I don't know how else to say it, but like the wealthy, rich people. You're being commissioned by someone who's very wealthy, in which case there might be a temptation to, I hate to say, but like steal or fix the books or think you're going to like get away with something. Yeah, no, don't do that. It's just not worth the risk. And because it's coming up in your tarot reading, there's some sort of importance to that. It could be that this is happening to a coworker / friend of yours, or even, someone you're dating may be doing this, and it's saying keep your distance because it's almost like you don't want to be guilty by association. Steal, this is so weird. Especially like a lingerie store. Stealing like, just to be clear, not from someone's like house, although I don't even know, now that I'm thinking about this, it's like stealing lingerie, stealing underwear from like Victoria's Secret, but it's not something like so corporate and big. Why is this coming up? I don't know. If you, clean houses in mansions, if you are someone's personal chef, if whatever you do, Scorpio, there's a temptation to steal something from this wealthy person. And maybe you're the wealthy person, Scorpio. Whatever this is, I'm just going to wrap it up. Be careful of theft. That's coming through. All right, tell me more about Scorpio's career and finances. Some of you are going to work at a big old city building and it has like 100 floors. It's like a long elevator ride to get up there. Some of you are moving and everybody in the family is very excited, and it's saying your child is actually very nervous. They're having a lot of anxiety about this. So just be cognizant of that. Maybe like break them in slowly or gently. Okay, especially if you're a teacher as well. You may be starting some new program, or you're starting something in the classroom that's a little bit new, and it's going to make your life a lot simpler. It's going to not be so complex. It's going to make something more efficient. It seems like everybody is on board except for one person, and they're not trying to be difficult. They're very scared. They're very nervous. They're very self-conscious. They're very insecure. So just know that in advance. It's not that they're trying to be like a wet blanket and like crap all over your ideas. It's just that they're, maybe they're fearful of technology. Maybe they're, whatever it is. It does seem like someone who's either immature or very young in age. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, you should still proceed with it anyway because it's going to take a load off you. It's going to minimize your workload by a large sum. So that's good news. Some of you need to exercise more. You're I just have to say, it's like you're putting on the pounds because you're not taking care of your body. So you, if that's important to you, and I mean, it would be coming up in your tarot reading if it was significant. So for those of you, you'll know it's your story. Like the universe is like, go on a walk, just get out, get some fresh air, like, put the pizza down, put the ice cream away, like be good to your body, be good for your health, or be good to your, take care of your health. It's time to take command of that. That's especially important. And some of you are going to be working on like dating app profiles. And so with that message, there's something about you're very body conscious or very, so I don't know if that's positive or negative. That doesn't really matter, but something about that is going to figure into the month of October for you. So maybe you're going to be on like this huge weight loss tangent, or it could be the opposite, I suppose, if you're looking to like gain muscle and, tone your body, whatever it is. I don't know. Why is that coming up? I got the message, but I don't know what to do with it. Okay, so some of you aren't eating enough. There's like such an interesting dynamic here. Something about weight loss or weight gain. This may be some sort of like body dysmorphia or body issues that have been passed to you based on what your parents used to say or how your boyfriend or ex-girlfriend or whatever used to criticize you. You're hyper conscious of it, and it's not doing you any good. It's not doing you any favors. Because 8 of Swords is coming up, it's saying that might be something that you need to seek counseling on, Scorpio. Be good to yourself. Be good to your health. Be good to your body. It's also saying that you may work in a career where you are a fitness expert, a fitness coach. You may end up working at a gym, even at the front desk or something like that. is something about the body. You may be physiology, learning about the body. Some of you may be taking courses about, the body, or anything involving science, like fat in the body. I don't know what else to do with that other than, cool. Yeah, if that's your career, go have at it. Eight of Swords again. This is important for some of you. So, okay, I'm being called back to say the way you view yourself is holding you back from living your best life because you don't think you are beautiful enough, or you don't think you are pretty enough, and I do have to say, I'm saying those words specifically because it has to do with a very surface level type mentality. It's not about having a beautiful soul. It's about, I don't like my hair, I don't like my eyes, I don't like my muscles, I don't like my boobs, I don't like there's something very it really is a deep wound with the Eight of Swords. It's a false belief you're telling yourself, only this isn't just like oh man, I wish I had cooler hair. This is like, it's a mental prison that you can't seem to step out of, and it's holding you back. So, and this makes sense for you, Scorpio. There's like a transformational experience you have for a lot of you by going to seek out counseling or a therapist, or actually talk about some very deep-seated body issues. And I say this with all seriousness, Scorpio. It will be liberating. So if that's ever something that you've toyed with doing, but again, the fear has held you back, there is no time like the present, because it's going to feel like you've been gifted a new life, being able to do that. And not only that, it might just inform you about a career you want to get into, about being can even be a mental health coach. Do you know what I mean? And so if it doesn't have to do with your body image, Scorpio, again, you might be helping other people who are struggling with this. If it's coming up in your reading, it's significant in something regarding your career and money and finances. All right, some of you are going to be buying a new home, and it's going to be a big home, and it's going to be a beautiful home, but it's very empty. You're going to have a lot of room to decorate, but my gosh, we're talking a big-ass home. Again, something about working with the wealthy. So if you're not buying a home, you're going to be doing something with someone who's very well off, and you're going to be living and working in this big mansion-y type environment for some of you. But you're probably not going to stay there very long. By all means, take the job if it intrigues you. I don't see anything completely wrong with this. It may involve a Gemini or a Virgo, but yet in the long run, you're going to Eight of Cups it. That should become a new verb. I'm just going to go Eight of Cups. You're not going to stay there because there's something else that you're more excited about. It's a job from your past, potentially teaching or working with children, or communicating with the dead, Scorpio. I wouldn't say that to anyone but you. Yeah, a lot of you have a sixth sense. You can speak to spirits, or you just intuitively are able to read people's energy. It might not be, the spirits, but yeah, you're going to be working in I just heard psychokinetic energy. That sounds like Ghostbusters or something. You know what I mean. If that's your message, you know exactly what I mean. Okay, interesting. Gosh, I love it, Scorpio. Only you would get this message. Some of you are going to be going into old homes, possibly mansions. It may involve literally redecorating for people if you're an interior designer. A lot of you, though, it has to go in and reading energies of the past people who lived there. Maybe you're not just saging, but it's you're cleansing energies of rooms. And I don't know if you're going to people to help them communicate with past loved ones. But yeah, I see you going into homes and doing spiritual work. Maybe you're doing Reiki sessions, especially animal healing. You might be going to visit, and working with people's animals and trying to do Reiki or some sort of healing on them. And wounds about the inner child. So that might be a message about you, Scorpio. It might also be a message about the clientele you're working with. You may also help, again, mental counseling, which doesn't surprise me. Scorpios can just go deep, and they're comfortable discussing and opening themselves up to that. Not only childhood wounds, but, and I feel a little bit uncomfortable saying this, so I'm not going to linger on it, but those who have, how do I phrase this in a delicate way? Come close to ending their life and did not, you may step in as someone to counsel them. Again, for some of you, that's a very deep message about something you may have experienced in your own childhood, whether it was you or a brother or a sister or a parent or whoever, someone who maybe was really having a rough go at life and didn't think they wanted to proceed. they continued, right? And you guys understand, like a suicide prevention type stuff, okay? So that would be very, I hate to make it icky and say lucrative, but essentially it's saying you would be kick-ass at that job. So not only would you be good at it, you would be saving lives and giving people love and comfort and hope, and that's amazing, Scorpio. Should we talk about money? I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of money cards for you, which in and of itself is a message, but we'll see what I can get for those of you asking specifically what's money gonna... Ooh. Three of Wands. So some of you are waiting to hear back and you're getting very impatient, but Scorpio, you got my favorite money card. Three of Wands indicates, but how much longer? Like, I've been waiting months. I've been waiting weeks. There's a treasure trove of money up ahead. Don't get so agitated that you pop off on someone because you're going to block your blessing. Literally, with the High Priestess, this to me is so Scorpionic as well. It's saying... there's nothing wrong with sending like the follow-up email. Hey, just checking in, picking up the phone. Hey, Barb, just wondering if you filled the position yet. Overall, though, it's just like, shh, like cease and desist, because the universe has something really kick-ass for you with the Ten of Pentacles. But it's something about this bird. Like, it's like you release it, like, go attack them. It's very vicious. It's very savage. Don't do that. You're going to block your blessings. Did I say Ten of Cups earlier? I'm sorry if I did. Ten of Pentacles, like you have a trunk of pentacles. You have a trunk of money coming in. Some of you may be getting an inheritance, especially from your mother or a Cancer in your life. Some of you, again, are buying a new home, unlocking the keys. It could be a new home or a new car, something, a big ticket item that would require a key, whatever that is. Maybe it's your new office space. Maybe it's whatever. That feels very good. So for those asking about money, you're going to have to be a little bit patient, but my goodness, I would be patient because it will be worth it. Again, you have children and animals all over this spread, working with children and animals, especially victims of abuse. Scorpio. Aw, Scorpio, you're a bunch of do-gooders in this reading. I love it. Yeah, some of you are packing up your shit. You're packing up a lot of boxes. It might be because you're switching jobs, or it might be because you're moving homes. And the message is like, yeah, you got a lot of stuff. Girl, you got to downsize. No, you got a lot of stuff. You're going to be exhausted, but this is a card of like, I was about to say resetting the scales, but yeah, ultimately in Libra season, but it's like reestablishing balance and harmony. You're closing out a chapter of your life and embracing the new. Closing out the chapter is going to be quite laborious and exhaustive, but it's not going to be sad or depressing. It's just like, this is a lot of work. Like moving across the country. That's kind of what I get. Like, you can't wait to get to the end goal, the destination, but like it's a lot. It's like, brace yourself. And I think that's what this has to do with too. Brace yourself. It's not going to happen instantaneously, but wands are not the slowest moving. Wands are pretty fast. So it's not going to be dragged out for months and months on end. It'll be worth it in the end. And the High Priestess says, you know this. You know it's going to be kick-ass. You know it's going to be great. So why are you letting it ruffle your feathers? Just go through the damn motions. Go through the cycles. It's going to be worth it. You're going to be exhausted. Take a nap. Deal with it. It's kind of like, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. It's so funny. I just watched a tarot reader the other day, and she was like, I hate that expression. And I just used it. Hopefully she's not watching. Anyway. Is that it? Is that what we got? I don't know why I'm being called to use this deck. Let's do one more message. Career and finances. Or really anything that wants to come out. The heart, someone with a heart condition. Are you, maybe you're a medical doctor, something about the heart. Heart palpitations. Maybe it's just the fluttering of your heart. Maybe you're going to be catching feelings for someone. Just to be very clear, you don't need to worry about that message. I'm not diagnosing, I can't do that. I'm not a doctor. But also, I'm not called to give you scary messages about your health. So don't, you know what I mean? I just want to preface with that. Something about the heart, though. You'll know if it's your message. What does the heart mean to you, Scorpio? Some of you are going to be attending some sort of garden party or some sort of formal celebration in the fall. It could be an engagement party. It could be something where there's trickling fountains. Again, kind of rich, regal type environment. It doesn't have to be. There's this. If there's something that either looks just like that, or it could even be, what do you call that? Chocolate fondue type fountain stuff. There's an element of ooh, that's fancy. It's just interesting. Now I'm seeing that scene in Bridesmaids. where Kristen Wiig goes and don't they like serve her lemonade or something like in the car as she's approaching the mansion? Shit, that is fresh. I love that movie, Bridesmaids. So good. Maybe it's a bridal party. Again, the key. Unlocking your future. Tell me about this key. Some of you are going to inherit a business and you don't even know it yet. There's going to be some circumstance where either the boss retires, or it could be a parent retires, or it comes sort of unexpected, but it's a blessing where it's like the key gets passed on to you. And I think you're a little bit overwhelmed. It might even be some sort of surprise announcement at, again, like a party. Maybe it's a work party, or the key gets passed on to you, and something about this, it's very fortuitous. It feels like Wheel of Fortune vibes. It may also involve a Sagittarius, but it expands your bank account. It's very positive. And it probably involves travel. So maybe that's what a way to, especially for those traveling, and I'm like, oh my God, it's exhausting, but you just can't wait to get there. When you do get there, it's like you get a lot of blessings ahead of you, Scorpio. All right, that's what I got for you, Scorpio. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in those comments down below it resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Have a beautiful October, Scorpio. Bye, guys.